What is wrong with me? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today's video I'm going to be sharing some creamy recipes with you guys and just talking through how I make them, and then we'll also be actually making the ice creams and trying each one and giving our reviews on them. So if you enjoy this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I'm just gonna quickly walk through everything that I'm going to be putting into each creamy. Each one is going to be different, and then I'll show how I make it, and then we'll go through trying each one, but they do need to freeze for 24 hours, although I've heard people say they do less and it works just as well. What a creamy is it is a ninja appliance. It is an ice cream maker, and you get these containers that you just fill with liquid up until the max fill line. Then you pop them in the freezer. The next day you take them out, and then you use the creamy machine to turn it into ice cream. It usually takes a couple spins to get it to the right consistency, but I'll show you that when we get there. I've got 6 of these creamy containers today, so we'll be making 6 different varieties of them. And I try to just keep these lower point, higher in protein. I use some different protein shakes and actually some things I haven't tried before today. I'm excited to see how they work. We'll be reviewing them with you guys for the first time trying them. We haven't made these ones yet, but I have kind of a formula that I really like to use when I just make them on my own and I'm not trying out different things. A lot of the times I like to just mash a banana and then I add a cup of milk, which for the milk I prefer to use some lactose-free, either 2% milk, or they also make a chocolate milk. So I'm gonna be using both of these today. These are just from Aldi, but I like to mash a banana, add in the milk, and then I really like to use this zero sugar pudding powder. It adds really good flavor, but it also makes it the perfect consistency when you actually blend it and turn it into an ice cream. So I'm gonna be using that in a couple of these today. But really quick, I'll just walk through. I like to just take a Sharpie and write the number on the lid so that I know which one it is, or I'll write like a quick detail about it, because it usually can just wash off if I change it, and that way I know which is which. Otherwise, they do have different color lids, so I guess you could mark them that way. But starting with the first creamy, I'm going to mash up a banana. Then I'm going to mix it with this Oikos protein shake. So this is a salted caramel protein shake. It is 2 points on WeightWatchers and it's got 30 grams of protein. So I'll mix that with the banana and then a serving of this jell-o pudding powder, which is 1 point. For the second creamy I'm making, I'm going to use this, which I actually haven't tried these before. I was gonna save it for a snack review, but I thought it'd be good to try out in a creamy because it is a protein milkshake. So I'm gonna be using these Quest protein milkshakes that are 4 points for one on WeightWatchers. It's 230 calories and it's got 45 grams of protein. So I'm just gonna mix it together with the banana. And then similar to the first one, I'm just gonna use a serving of this jell-o powder. I usually just weigh it out using my food scale. It is a quarter of the package for 7 grams. And that's just a point. Okay, creamy number 3 is going to be using this protein powder. So I got a variety pack of these, and then actually I found one just separate at the store, and I've heard so many good things about them being used for creamies. People really enjoy them. They have a good sweetness and flavor, and they blend pretty well. I'm going to use a pack of this chocolate brownie batter protein powder, which is 1 point on WeightWatchers. It's got 120 calories, and then I'm gonna mix it with a cup of this lactose-free milk, which is 5 points for the cup, and 130 calories and 8 grams of protein. I'll pour that in, mix it with this, and then I'm gonna make it like a chocolate peanut butter brownie flavor. So I'm also going to add a point of this powdered peanut butter. This is just peanut protein with Dutch cocoa. So it'll add some extra chocolatiness to it. And actually 1 scoop of this has 10 grams of protein and it's 2 points on WeightWatchers. I think because I'm already doing the other thing, I'm just gonna do 1 point of this. So I'll do a little bit less than a scoop, but it'll add some nice peanut butter chocolatiness to this and some extra protein. Then in creamy number 4, I'm also gonna use this lactose-free milk again. I'll just do a cup of it for 5 points. I'm going to blend it together with this cake batter protein powder, also from Clean Simple Eats. And then I have some cake batter extract that I really like to use for creamies. It adds the perfect amount of flavor. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this, although this is pretty much gone. So I'm gonna probably finish this off. And then when I do mix powders with liquids, I find that this thing helps the most to make sure that they're fully blended. So it's just like a handheld mixer that I'm going to use to combine them all. Okay, creamy number 5 is the last one where I'm using one of these Clean Simple Eats protein powders, but instead of the regular 2% milk, I'm using some chocolate milk. So this one's just a point more for the serving of a cup. It's 6 points on WeightWatchers. It's got 14 grams of protein though, and 140 calories and it's lactose free as well. So I'll add a cup of that in there mixed with this protein powder, which is the mint chocolate cookie. And I think those are the only two things I'm going to add in there. I feel like that should be good. So we'll test it out and see how it is. Then the last one that I'm making, this is something, I want to say I found this at Walmart and I've wanted to try it, but it is a yogurt drink. So it is from the brand Chobani and it is vanilla ice cream. So I thought that would be perfect for a Creami as well. It's lactose free and it has 0 added sugar, but it is 6 points on WeightWatchers, so a little bit higher. It's 220 calories and 30 grams of protein, which is awesome. That'll be really nice. And I've never used these before. I've had them actually in our snack review pantry, but the brand is Gainful and they're flavor packets. So they're actually meant to be combined with unflavored protein powder. They don't have any protein or anything. It's kind of just like stevia and monk fruit with some flavor. So I'm gonna mix that in with this one. I don't know if I'm gonna do the sea salt, caramel, Madagascar vanilla, or cookies and cream, but that should enhance the flavor of it. And I think that's the only thing I'll do. I might see how thick this is, and if it's too thick, I'll add a little bit of the milk to it, but we'll see when I get there. And that'll be Creami number 6. Whenever I add a banana to these Creamies, first of all, I try to find the ripest one. It's just easier to mash that way, but I usually just put it directly in the container and mash it with a fork like this. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I just try my best to get most of the chunks out. Then I pour the protein shake in, and I forgot to get a clip of it, but I did add some of the sugar-free pudding mix. And my handheld mixer was kind of struggling. I think I needed to add new batteries to it, but I just used that until everything is fully combined, and I put the lid on. For the second Creami, I made pretty much the exact same thing. I just used a Quest protein shake instead of the Oikos. And usually when I weigh out the pudding powder, I just use my food scale. Today I just ended up using a teaspoon measure. And then whenever I add milk to these, I do like to use a measuring cup to just weigh out a cup, just so that I can track the points for it. When I do the protein shakes, it doesn't matter, I can just pour them directly in. I've actually had a few different people recommend that I try this Clean Simple Eats protein powder, and specifically in Creamies, and I'm so happy that I did. I just wish I didn't wait so long because it really is perfect for them. They sell the individual packets like I have here. I got a sample pack, but it's definitely cheaper to buy the bigger bags that they have. Moving on to Creami 4, I add the milk that I just measured out, and then this was all the cake batter extract I had left, so I just poured it in there. I feel like I still haven't found the perfect sweet spot for how much extract to add, but it really does add good flavor if you taste it. Sometimes I haven't added enough and then I can't really taste it when I blend the ice cream. I do the same thing again with the chocolate milk because, again, it's easy to over pour a cup and I want to make sure that I track it correctly. So I just measure out a cup using my measure. And to this one I decided to just add the protein powder because usually the chocolate milk is sweet enough. And then I just use the handheld mixer until it's combined and cover it up. Moving on to the last one, which I decided to use the yogurt drink for. I didn't read the bottle and realized it said to shake well, so the top was liquidy and the bottom was pretty thick. If I would have mixed it, it would have been fine. I promise this didn't go bad, it just needed to be mixed up. But once I got it all out of there, I decided to add some of the pudding powder and then also one of these flavorful packets that I've never tried before. I figured since I was already doing the salted caramel in the first one, that cookies and cream would be a good flavor to mix in with the vanilla ice cream yogurt drink. Then once it's the next day and the Creamies are frozen, I can go ahead and set up the machine here. You just place the container into the attachment and then this is sped up, but it's just using the blade to go down and blend the ice cream. After the first spin, I like to just take a butter knife and kind of scrape down the sides to get it mixed together. Sometimes I'll add just the tiniest splash of milk and I find that it helps to get the perfect consistency, and then I just put it back on and respin. Okay, here is the first Creami that I spun. I actually went to number 5 and did the mint chocolate one first. All of our spoons are actually somehow in the dishwasher right now, so sorry if you hear that running, but I've got a plastic spoon. But okay, I want to show you. This is always the good part to see if it's good. You can see, look at that consistency. This actually turned out very nice. So I just did the regular ice cream, or no, I did the light ice cream setting, and then I put in the tiniest splash of chocolate milk, and then I respun it. And oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm so excited to try it. I wanted to do this one first just because I was craving it the most out of all the ones that I made. It smelled really good when I put the protein powder in. It kind of smelled like a Thin Mint. I'm hoping it tastes like that, but let's give it a try. Wow, the consistency is actually perfect. It is so creamy and smooth. It does have like a slight artificial sweetener taste, but really not much. I feel like I just know when that is now and I can taste it, but not enough that it's even that noticeable. But oh my gosh, this is actually the perfect amount of flavor for the fact that this is just the chocolate milk and then the protein packet. It's seriously perfect. And I have to say, this is like the exact consistency I try to get when I make these, so perfect. Good one to start with, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this. You can also add in mix-ins. To this one, I would probably add like a Fiber One chocolate brownie, but honestly, I just want it plain right now. This is so good. Okay, we've got some creamies that I went ahead and spun. We're gonna be giving them a try. So we did 2 of them today. One of them is definitely bigger than the other, but this one was filled to the max line. I did have to add a splash of milk to it, just very little, and I respun this one twice, and I only had to respin this one once. The first one that we've got today is number 6, which is the Chobani yogurt drink, which was 6 points. I added one of those flavor packets in. I did the cookies and cream flavor packet, and then I actually didn't end up adding milk. I planned to, but I didn't do that in the original, and then like I said, I just added a splash when I respun it. It looks like it's a really good texture, although I have to say, I really smell the yogurt. It smells pretty sour, so I'm a little nervous about it. I'm kind of picky with yogurt. Let's see how it is. Cheers.
Cheers. That reminds me of something. Yeah, I know what it reminds me of.
What does it remind you of?
Literally the those yogurts you would get with the toppings you dump in.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
Yeah, it does really just taste like yogurt. Do you taste cookies and cream?
That's what I'm saying. It tastes like the toppings in there. Like the
you taste cookies and cream in there.
It tastes like when you mix it and you're mixing it up, because they always don't put like a lot in there, so you get like the flavor in there.
Yeah, it is slightly a little bit that flavor, but it's pretty much vanilla. I really taste the vanilla, and the yogurt was vanilla.
Yeah.
But the flavor packet I added in, maybe I would do 2 of them, or just something else, maybe like a skinny syrup or something. Yeah, but it is good. Yeah, it's not too sour. It smelled more sour than I expected. I feel like it just tastes like yogurt just in frozen. It's a perfect consistency. Yeah. I would definitely do that again. I don't know if it's worth it for the 6 points. I mean, I don't know. Comparing it to these milk ones we've really been enjoying, yeah, that is, and that's just one of the yogurt drinks. Yeah. But this one we've got next also looks like such a nice consistency, a little bit on the fluffier side, and this is number 3. So it's got the 2% milk, which was 5 points, and then I added in the chocolate brownie protein powder and 1 point of the PB2 protein powder. I didn't realize it was protein powder, but it was, so we'll see how that is. Hopefully it doesn't taste too much like protein, but it smells pretty good. Cheers. Cheers. You definitely taste the PB2. It tastes a little like nutty and natural tasting, like in a good way though. Yeah,
and honestly, I got like a little brownie in there too. It kind of reminded me of like a Dairy Queen Blizzard cheese.
Oh, okay.
Like a little Blizzard, because you could add like the peanut butter into it.
Yeah.
Brownie pieces.
Yeah, definitely you taste the brownie, you taste the chocolate, especially because I just used the regular milk, not the chocolate milk. Yeah. I think that's what made the mint one yesterday so good, was the actual chocolate milk. But I feel like the protein powder has a good amount of sweetness in it, and again, such a good consistency, especially because none of these, I haven't added the protein powder to any of these that we've tried yet, so we'll try those ones next. So far, I think mint chocolate chips are my favorite. 100%. Yeah. And then I think I actually like this one, and then this one, I don't know.
I don't know, that one's giving me flashbacks to like as a kid. I'm not kidding.
Yogurt?
So, yeah.
Okay, we'll be back with the next ones that we try. Okay, we are back with the next 2 creamies that we're trying. These ones both mixed really well, and they only took 1 regular light ice cream spin and then a respin, and they were good. So the first one that we're trying is number 1, which had a mashed banana. Then it had the Oikos protein shake, which was 2 points, and then 1 point of the cheesecake jell-o pudding powder. This whole thing is only 3 points on WeightWatchers. It's nice and full. And honestly, this consistency looks really good. It's pretty promising. So I'm hoping this tastes really good. Let's see. It smells like banana.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. What Oikos is that? Salted caramel? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that's good. Yeah.
I forgot it was salted caramel.
Yeah.
It's really, really good with the banana flavor, like the caramel banana.
Yeah, that mixes together really well.
Mm-hmm. 3 points. That's really good.
That's really good.
Perfect consistency too. And actually, I feel like it doesn't taste like banana as much as it like smelled like it. So, okay, that one's up there.
Yeah.
And then, oh my gosh, look at that. That looks like ice cream.
That is like perfect consistency for it.
So this one that we're trying next is number 4. This is made with a cup of the milk that I used. That's the lactose-free milk. So that's 5 points. Then I used one of the Clean Simple Eats protein packets, the flavor birthday cake. I used some birthday cake extract, and then I also used some of that jell-o pudding powder. And this one looks a little bit thicker than the first one.
Yeah.
But I smell the birthday cake.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's tough.
I think I put too much birthday cake extract.
I was gonna say I think that's the perfect amount because I think last time we had birthday cake we said
couldn't taste it as much.
it wasn't there as much. That's really good.
Yeah, both of them have like the perfect consistency, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like the protein powder is really good for that Clean Simple Eats specifically, which actually, we liked the mint chocolate one so much that I just ordered this off Amazon and it already came today. So I ordered it yesterday, it came that quickly, but that is definitely my favorite one that we've tried so far. The birthday cake's really good, but I'm really impressed with the Oikos.
Yeah, I was gonna say too.
So everything's been really good so far. We have one more to try.
Yeah, number 2, right?
Yep, number 2, which is the Quest protein shake. So, okay,
right.
We'll be back with that one next. Woo. Okay, we have our last Creami that we are trying. This one was like overflowing and it was that way when I made it. So this has a mashed banana. It's got the Quest protein shake, which had 45 grams of protein in it.
Wow.
And then some of the cheesecake jell-o pudding powder. I smell the banana. Let's see if it's what it tastes like. But it's a really good consistency, kind of thick, like ice cream.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good.
It is good.
The flavor was like vanilla milkshake, and I
Yeah.
feel like that you can taste, but I also really taste the banana. That'll definitely be good with some toppings. I feel like it's just a good vanilla base.
Yeah,
But for
that's what I was
45
gonna say.
grams of protein, that's
That's a lot.
nice. And it's a big portion, and it is 4 points for the protein shake and 1 for the pudding powder.
Wow,
So,
5 is not bad for that.
yeah. So, after trying all of those, what was your favorite?
The mint.
I have to agree. I think the mint was definitely my favorite, but honestly, every single one, the texture or consistency was like perfect for all of them. None of them were too icy. They only each took like 1 respin. I think there was only one that I had to respin twice, but so far, yeah.
You usually take like 3 or 4 when you first started.
Right, yeah, I really struggled in the beginning when I first started using it, but I would say that these are some good staple recipes here, and I really like the Clean Simple Eats protein powder. I was looking at their website and they've got a lot of good flavors on there, so I'm thinking about trying some of those out. We also really like the PE Science pumpkin pie one, and I think they have it again, so we should get that for some Creamies. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these recipes. We like doing different ones throughout the week and just trying out a bunch of different mixes. It's nice that you can just do each individual one differently, so even if one doesn't turn out the best, you can always try again with the next one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. I will have all of the recipes typed out in the description, so thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it.
Hype it up!
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.